Welcome to Homebrew Magic, a video series about EDH where we do our best to build unique, fun, or just plain silly deck lists to play against each other, followed by a breakdown of how they did so we can all learn and get better at this game that we love.
What up, Hive Mind? It's your boy Tej. Woo! I'm leading this game off tonight, and I'm bringing back one of my newer decks. It is Akul the Unrepentant. No.
Not a cool man. Nelson, your turn for a joke.
I got nothing.
There we go. Classic Nelson.
Classic Nelson. I've played this deck once before on camera, and I walked away with a combo win, and if I win tonight, it's going to be that way again. This one is really combo heavy, intentionally. I don't necessarily know that it is powerful so much as just consistent with a bunch of different combos in the deck. I don't know how you really want to rate that, but it is seeing the light of day tonight because it's got two Duskmourn cards in it. That is why it is here. Chanel, what do you have?
I will count them. Back from when we did theme deck challenges and I built a deck in tribute of all my friends, I brought my Tiamat. Tiamat the Dragon God. It is a dragon deck based on Tej. Maybe I'll combo up. Who knows? Who knows? Nelson.
I brought a butter knife to a dragon Rakdos cowboy fight.
I'm bringing Dragon Rogue.
I'm bringing out of the box Valgavoth, Harvester of Souls. So I wanted to play this deck before I start tweaking it and maybe combining it with my Ob Nixilis deck and turning it into some awful horror combo.
I can get under that.
Valgavoth is a... What's it?
I can get under that.
Is a 4/4 Elder Demon, and it's got flying, ward, pay 2 life, and whenever an opponent loses life for the first time during each of their turns, put a +1/+1 counter on Valgavoth and draw a card.
That deck has 99, count them, 99 new Duskmourn cards in it.
This is my tribute to Tej's tribute to me.
Oh, right.
It's my Artificers.
Yes.
I tried to do Artificers with energy, and both of those kind of lean into artifact creatures, and I do none of the three well. If the first time I ran this showed me anything. So your precon has a pretty good chance here tonight. For that, I will draw.
Boys.
Your Venga Boys. Oh, I love it.
I will play this here.
All I could hear when he kept saying
Orderly Plaza tapped. It's one of those MDFCs that has a sorcery on the backside.
Backside.
Pass to Tej.
I will draw. I will play a Raucous Theater, which will enter tapped, and I will surveil 1. We'll take a peek at this. Oh, yeah. That can go in the graveyard. It's an escape tunnel. Go, Chanel.
I'm sure you mind if you show me yours.
Untap, you draw. This isn't going well. But unlike you plebs, I'm going to comes into play untap land. Luxury Suite, because I have 2 or more bonus.
Nice.
What are you going to do with that?
Eat my escape tunnel. Go Nelson.
Untap, upkeep, draw, and I'm going to show you guys how Magic is played. Mountain, Soul Ring,
Oh shit.
Here we go.
Felwar Stone, Precon,
The
bitches!
precon off to a fantastic.
Alright, turn 2 commander. Got it.
Yeah.
I brought a butter knife.
That I sharpened to a spoon.
Yeah. Island go.
Swamp into a Mind Stone. Go, Chanel.
Untap up, you draw. I will Blood Crypt, putting me down to Beat Boop 38.
My apologies.
Fucking beat blue.
Into a Dimir Syndic. And pass to Nelson.
Alright, I will
Reset. There you are.
untap, upkeep,
Have at it.
and draw for turn.
38.
We'll play a Graven Cairns as my land for the turn. I will tap my Soul Ring for 2 and play a Talisman of Indulgence.
That's a really sharp spoon.
Let's see.
Yeah, what were you bitching about?
I'm going to pay. Yeah, you can create black mana.
Sure.
Black, colorless, red. Fate Unraveler. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they take 1 damage from Fate Unraveler. Chris.
Okay. That changes what I'm going to do.
So you just bought a deck that you built ahead of time.
Yep. You take a damage.
His names are in the credits.
Yeah, they consulted me on this. They're like, hey, you that guy that built that up. You jabbed it.
You got that bit that guy.
You bit that dog, right? Anyway. I've already done more in this game than I did that time I played Shelob, so I'm tripping over my own stuff.
Let's say you build me a deck.
Tap this and this for T45 power armor. When it enters, I get 2 energy.
The only thing that made me laugh this hard today was Chris's fucking meme debacle.
And then Teach following it up by sending the link to Discord. I fucking died.
For our viewers,
Chris is all.
We have a Discord, and Chris tried to share a meme, but instead just shared a link to imageflip.com. That's pretty good.
Hit the wrong button. I'm an old. Don't look at me. It's Teach's turn. Look at Teach.
Oh, Teach fucking cracked me up so hard. I can take a damage.
Fuck you.
Right?
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was good. Good
That
job.
was so fucking funny.
Then turns the swamp. I will start with a Viscera Seer.
As soon as I clicked on that link, I'm like, oh, this fucking idiot.
Yep.
Classic.
And a Reassembling Skeleton.
Oofta.
Go Schnell.
That's a combo piece.
Untap. Upkeep.
They're both combo pieces.
Yeah, I was
Draw,
gonna
take
say,
one.
that's a combo board.
Swamps. Mindstone's fine.
Yeah, we will go mountain, and then 2, 3, 4 for a territorial Hellkite. 6/5 flying haste. At the beginning of combat on my turn, which will be now, choose an opponent at random that territorial Hellkite didn't attack during my last combat. I'm gonna
Hold
roll.
on. I got one for you.
Oh god, Nelson!
Look at that.
So we got one. Here we'll go. 1,
Woo!
2, 3. Nelson.
Fuck yeah.
6 in the air. And then, so I have to choose somebody that didn't attack during your last combat. It attacks that player this combat if able. If I can't, I choose somebody. If I can't choose an opponent, then I tap it. So, 6 in the air.
Yep. You took one already from.
I did.
All
That's
right,
why I'm
okay.
at 37.
Just making sure. Down to 34.
Go ahead, Nelson.
All right. Untap. And the precon starts to become a precon. Hey, alright. Blackleaf Cliffs enters tapped unless you control 2 or fewer other lands. Yeah, there we go. It says other. I
always have to read those like twice. Is this the one that has more lands or less? The alligator eats the smaller island.
Let's see. 1, 2. Red, black. Valgavoth. So I can create 3 mana. Not enough to do anything else. Okay, I will move to combat and swing at Chris for 3.
36.
Pass turn.
Untap.
I won't attack you.
35.
So I appreciate
Alright,
it.
that is the first time you lost life this turn. Valgavoth gets a +1/+1 counter.
What does
I draw a
Valgavoth
card.
do?
Whenever an opponent loses life for the first time during each of their turns, put a +1/+1 counter on it and draw a card.
So you're fine.
Cool. Now I can just tap this Shivan Reef for red mana all willy-nilly. 2. Orzhov Basilica for 2. And I will cast Jwaira, Weatherlight Captain.
That's a good card.
Pass to Teach.
I like it in that frame too.
Untap.
Yeah, I don't hate that one as far as some of the retro
Yeah, no, me neither.
From that fucking deck.
The only issue I had is some of them look really washed out. Like the color's so dark, it's kind of hard to tell. But I do the legendary though. The gold on the legendary is cool. I have to take a damage.
I will. I did not yet, but I will.
All right, then I counter and draw.
Fucking bigger.
38. I will play Pitiless Plunderer.
That's a good card.
Whenever another creature I control dies, I create a treasure token.
Wow, all of the
Yeah.
efficiency and synergy on his board right now.
Oh, Chanel. Sorry.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Another one.
Valgavoth gets counter and I draw one.
Land for the turn will be this mountain. We will, for 3, a Carnelian Orb of Dragonkind. That's sorcery. So, choose an opponent at random that it didn't attack during my last
Me and
combat.
Tej.
So, Chris is low, Tej is high. Chris, 6 in the air.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a fast game.
Well, I mean, Nelson's got his
7-7.
commander up to a 7-7,
Yeah.
so that's not great. Yeah, I feel like for the good of the game, for the good of the table,
Pay 2.
pay
Get rid of it.
7
Ooh, nice.
and Toxic Deluge and slow things down a bit.
I have no responses.
Okay.
Chris?
Nope.
Alright. I have responses.
Yep.
I'm going to sacrifice the skeleton to scry 1. Yeah, I can stay there. And then whatever, and then that will die. So I will get 3 treasures.
You didn't lose any life, did you?
2 treasures. No.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Go ahead, Nelson.
Alright, untap. Upkeep and draw for turn. Swamp will be my land for the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright.
Sorry, your commander was going to get real fucking huge.
Yep, nope. I'll pay 2 for a Bloodseeker. Whenever a creature an opponent controls enters, this is the new Bloodseeker, you may have that player lose 1 life. Then we are going to go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sir Conrad the Grim.
Jesus. You did build this deck.
Whenever another creature dies, or a creature is put into a graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature card leaves your graveyard, Sir Conrad deals 1 damage to each opponent. And for 1 and a black, each player mills a card.
Good God.
Go, Chris.
All right. I will play Battlefield Forge as my land for the turn. Then I will pay 4 mana, and I will cast Consulate Surveillance. Enters, I get 4 energy. I can pay 2 energy to prevent all damage that will be dealt to me this turn by a source of my choice.
Oh, that'll help against
Yeah, that's good against
someone.
my commandy. But a player can't be a source, right? Like if I had multiple sources.
No, you are not a source.
I will
that's
pay
what I
1 white. With my Battlefield Forge, I will cast Jolted Awake. Choose up to 1 target artifact or creature card in your graveyard. I then get 2 energy, which will put me at 8. Then you may pay an amount of energy equal to that card's mana value. If you do, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. So I will end up at 4 energy and enjoy raid play.
Nice.
So why did I even lose 7 life? You guys are all just getting all your shit back.
It's alright. It's alright.
Go ahead, Teach.
Untap.
You just like watch the strings.
No, I'm gonna make a play that I don't want to this early in the game, but I have to.
He's okay.
Because of Sir Conrad.
He's about to living dead.
I am! Living Death.
There we go.
Nice.
Exile all creature cards from your
Okay, hold
graveyard.
on. Sorry. I did miss a trigger. And So lose one.
Yeah,
from
Chris
Blood
took
Seeker.
from...
What's the
Joyra enters, take one from Bloodseeker.
And a creature left the graveyard, right?
Nope, it's
It's
my
his
graveyard.
graveyard.
Now
It's
your
my
graveyard.
Yeah,
Jesus.
which is why,
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right. You exile all creature cards from your graveyards. Sacrifice all creatures you control. Puts all cards exiled this way onto the battlefield.
how many creatures are being
really,
sacrificed right
Teach?
now? Because Conrad's going to see them. 1, 2, 3.
I don't have any
Okay,
creatures.
3.
So,
Oh, it's another creature. He does not see himself, so 2. So each opponent.
did you exile any black
Yes,
creatures?
Phantom Rattler.
Okay, so
Will
that's
be-
going to trigger Conrad as well.
It's exiled?
Leave
Because it
graveyard.
leaves the
Graveyard.
Oh, but isn't it? Oh, yeah, it leaves the graveyard to go to exile. You're right.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
So,
So, that's
keep
3.
that. Yep. Okay, and then you're counting the things that people are
Yeah,
sacrificing.
1, 2, 3.
That okay. Total. Yep. All
3
right.
total.
Sacrifice everything. Everything you exiled comes back.
So each opponent takes 3.
each opponent takes 3.
Oh my god, I'm beaten down.
I feel like it was good to get Sir Conrad out.
Probably.
And to get Viscerous here and...
Yeah, and you get all his pieces.
Incidental.
None of your worries. Don't bother with it.
Incidental. All right.
God, teach that 35. Yeah. Why haven't you been hitting him?
That is it.
amongst
That is it for me.
the head and shoulders. Untap.
Because he was going for my knees and toes.
Land for the turn, mountain. I have so many mountains.
Playing a red deck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm playing a 5-color dragon deck.
Is there red in it?
You're red in it. Go with him. Yeah, we are going to Laughless, Queen, Dragon.
Seems like a teach card.
And I cast it using mana from the Orb of Dragonkind, so it will have haste.
On your upkeep, or on your draw, did you take one?
I'll take
I
one.
forgot my creature shifted here.
Okay.
God damn, Fate and Rattler's back.
Yep, I will go to combat. Territorial Hellkite will be attacking.
It has to
Teach.
attack Teach.
No,
No,
because
this
it's
is a new-
Oh no, because it
Okay.
could attack me.
This
You're
is
right, you're right. You're
well,
right.
and it's a new one, so
Yeah.
it's.
It could attack anyone.
Oh, because it
You
came.
would,
Yeah,
the
you're right.
way you're thinking, it would have been
Sorry,
neutral.
I forgot that it
Yep.
came back.
Okay. Teej, I'm going to swing you for 12 in the air. You're at 35. You're very clearly life leader with some sweet, sweet combo pieces out there.
10.
We've had this talk. You've been there the whole time. Go Nelson.
All right. Oh,
Leave
Shell's
it down
Dragon
now.
deck's gonna take us down in about 3 more turns. Untap, upkeep,
I
draw.
have to cast like at least 2 more dragons.
Geothermal Bog will be my land for the turn. Enters tapped. I'm going to play this dope new mana rock. I don't really know if it's dope. Seance board. So morbid. At the beginning of each end step, if a creature died this turn, put a soul counter on it.
So morbid.
Then it taps. It taps to add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of soul counters on it.
That seems
Spend
good.
this mana only to cast instant, sorcery, demon, and spirit spells.
Ooh.
So very niche,
I
but
do like it.
not bad.
I should pick some of those up.
Uh,
I should probably look at those decks actually.
let's see. One. So Felwar Stone for red.
Where do you get
Talisman
red?
for colorless.
I have lots of red.
I know. I was gonna say. I think you.
Every land I control produces red.
Rampaging Ferocidon. 3/3 menace. Players cannot gain life. Whenever another creature enters, it deals 1 damage to that creature's controller.
I am just not allowed to play Magic this game. God damn.
You are. It's just gonna hurt a little.
It's just, you know.
If you can just relax.
Yeah, it's alright.
Dang.
Pass turn, go Chris.
Draw
So
for
when
turn.
you draw, you take a point.
Take 1 from Fate and Rattler.
And then when you do a thing, take a point.
Yeah, when you think about playing Magic, take a point. That's a point.
And again, Nelson claims to have not built this deck.
I did not build this deck, but it caught my eye somehow when it was spoiled.
No fucking reason, just...
I do have another white there. If I did white, blue, white, blue, black, red. I could do both. And I don't want to do both. I have 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I will play this land again. This Orderly Plaza. Then I will tap. Oh god, that hurts so bad. Gotta do it. Land tax.
I like land tax.
Land tax is a great card.
Yeah, pass turn.
Teach, you in here?
No.
No, I don't know.
Wait. No.
No.
That's damage.
He played a board wipe to
That's
unboard my
damage.
board wipe. I'm kind of bored about it.
Yeah, right.
I'm kind of bored about it.
I need white and green, and then I can Tiamat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
My current dragon selection is trash.
I will. One, two, three, four, and then you.
Wow.
Oof. Oh, you have flash. I can wait.
Everybody saw him look right at me. When
Yeah.
he said it.
He was looking at your
Just in
frost
case I
eye.
don't make it home tonight, right?
Yeah.
Like, just let Sarah know he looked at me when he said it, okay?
And
You.
you tonight. Whoa, what does he mean by that?
I'll summon my commander, Akul the Unrepentant.
Take a point.
Why?
Rampaging Frost.
That's right.
Because of you.
5 high flying trample, Scorpion Dragon Rogue. I can sacrifice 3 other creatures, and I can put a creature card from my hand onto the battlefield. But I can only activate it as a sorcery and only once each turn. Pass turn.
Untap. Okay. Nothing. Draw, take a point. Do I need to be like I'm not even close to that. Breeding pool. We'll have that entered tapped. I don't need it yet. Then.
Is that OG Breeding Pool? No, they were in City of Guilds, right?
No, this is
that's OG.
That's
right?
original.
Yeah. That's sweet.
Tis old, yes. Yeah.
Like it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is my favorite number for dragons. Ryusei, the Falling Star.
Oof, the fucking goof.
5/5 flyer
Nelson responds.
with haste because of the Dragonstone or Dragon
Ow.
Stone.
Well, I'm gonna be calling down the Hellfire here. I have a response to that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Ow.
I'm going to take 80 dragon damage. I think
Take-
is my response.
yeah.
I could have done something else.
Shivan Reef deals me a point. I'm gonna be eating so much dragon ass this turn. Electro Siphon.
eat your ass.
Counter target spell, you get an amount of energy equal to its mana value.
Goddamn.
So I would get
Nice.
6 energy.
Nice.
You've made a powerful
I fucking know.
fucking. Because I was gonna get 2 dragons. Well, we're gonna go to combat and.
What the fuck? Was that in Wilds of Eldraine? Did they reprint?
This
that
is
line?
one of those enchantments ones, but it's the weird anime art,
Oh, okay.
especially one.
Territorial
Where did that
Hellkite
come from?
has to attack Chris.
Was that the Wilds of Eldraine? Like,
I got it.
extra
Colin.
Yes,
Okay, I was
those,
gonna
they
say.
did those.
Yeah,
They're
enchantments.
bigger than me.
Yeah.
Boy.
The goofy ass Grave
So-
Pact or whatever that.
Yeah.
Or no. Was it Grave Pact that had the fox?
Chris.
Enchanted Tales.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
6/5 flyer
Coming at me.
coming at you. I rolled for you.
I'm going to pay 2 energy. Prevent all damage to me from a source.
Eat that energy. Go ahead,
Seems
Nelson.
like a good use of it.
I think so.
What with me at the 22s?
Untap, upkeep, and
I would have taken 2 points of damage had you
Raw.
run my spell resolve from all Nelson's board state.
Fuck it. Ash Barrens.
Yeah, stuff needs to die. Has me afeared to play Magic. I don't like that.
I had even prepped my token by writing 5/5 dragon on my blue board.
2, 3, red. 4. Red and black. 2, 3, 4. Okay. We'll do that.
Tax, you say.
Bring my commander back. Attempt to bring my commander back.
Get him, Chris.
Sorry. I build bad decks. I can respond to an opponent on occasion.
Every other turn.
Oh, when I do.
I'm going to pay 4 and cast a Falcon Wrath.
Only because of the high mana value. It would have been this, but it was only 4. Figured
2/2
dragons would
flying.
go over that. I didn't trust him to go higher than 6.
2/2 flying.
Only reason I did it.
Whenever another creature dies, whenever it or another creature dies, target player loses a life. I don't gain a life because Rampaging Ferocity shuts that.
Do you
bitch
take
down.
damage from Rampaging Ferocity, or is it just
I do. Thank
Okay.
you. Boop, down to 33. Because a creature did, and 2 actually entered. Oh, fuck. 32. Because Valgavoth is also a creature. I don't want to attack it. Wait. Well, like that meme of that guy by the tree in the yellow jacket. I will
Nice
move to
Cut out
combat,
cow you got there.
and I will attack Chris for 3.
22!
Yeah, but you're
You're at 19.
Yeah, you're at. I'm just gonna prevent
We're
damage.
all real
I'm
close.
trying to suck your energy counters out.
Oh, he takes it.
Ooh, fuck! Didn't see that coming.
Land counts?
He needs that energy.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
Perfect.
I assume Nelson's done then?
Untap.
Go ahead, Boo.
I got you for him.
Upkeep. Land tax triggers. 3 basics.
I got one of the Soul Sisters from that set in a set printing out of Duskmourn.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
Out of just a regular.
Oh yeah, no, it's like the big score. No, wait, the big score.
No, that was
supposed to be a Aftermath set, but then everybody hated Aftermath, so we're like, fuck it, bonus sheet.
Yeah, just have it.
But yeah, so it was the whatever the bonus sheet was.
Yeah,
I didn't get any of those, unfortunately. I got no special guests in my box.
I just got the one, and yeah, I haven't.
I
bought
put America in my hand. Red, white, and blue.
Looking at you, Toby Keith. Wait, can we say that?
Draw step.
Probably.
Otherwise, he'll put a boot in your ass.
It is the American way. The dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. When you draw,
Wait,
you
isn't
take
the one
damage.
that died?
Yes.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
Draw a card.
I didn't pay attention.
He's putting boots in Satan's ass, man.
White, black. Blue, white. Yes. Nope, that's not how that works. Blue, black. White, red.
You mean white, black,
White, black, yeah.
blue?
Yeah. Blue.
Green, red.
Orange, yellow,
Trying to do this without
Purple, brown,
having to leave.
purple, green, blue. Anyone else remember that episode of Darkwing Duck where
Oh fuck yeah!
they have to sing the song, or the children's song,
Cast
the
this,
color order
in
to
response.
unlock a mystery?
Pay 2 energy to prevent 3 damage from the Frostodon.
Okay.
I was hoping to get my daughter into Darkwing Duck. She didn't like the first episode.
It's so good.
Are they the blue Thopters? They're blue Thopters. not
Gargoyles
regular.
is
I was just
Boy,
gonna
gotta go
say,
back and watch,
I
too.
hope Bruce loves Gargoyles.
Gargoyles
in
was
about 8
so
years.
good. 2 creatures enter. That is.
We did
each one
watch
its
all
own
of the new
instance
DuckTales show,
of
though.
damage from the Ferocidon.
And Darkwing
I
Duck
prevented
has
that
an appearance in that one.
Yeah.
He chooses the source.
Oh, the source. You're
Yes.
right. Okay, that's
He
the only
shuts
one.
off
That's the only one for creatures entering. So you
the
turn them off.
source.
Yep.
I think that is all I got going on this turn. Yep, fast turn.
In return, I'll sacrifice my skeleton to scry.
Trigger.
Why?
Falcon Wrath Noble, or another creature dies. Target
Oh.
player loses a life and you gain a life. Teach, lose a life. Triggers Valgavoth.
Nelson try to gain a life, but then can't because you're on board state.
Yep. Fucking non-bows. What kind of pre-con bullshit is this? Fucking non-bow.
No,
Again, you
I
will
don't
never
want that.
convince me that you did not build this deck.
It does have my name all over it.
Yeah.
Alright, then I will pay 2 to bring it back. I take a life from that.
Yep.
Ah, fuck! What happened?
Is this still the Chris's end step?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Oh god,
It's the first time.
Venga Boys is gonna get even bigger than.
No, it's first time this turn.
All right.
No, it's first time his turn, and
right,
then he gets a turn.
Yeah, right. Now it'll happen again.
Yeah.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Take a point.
Freak out. Thank you.
Fucking solid.
Whoa. That was solid. I think.
I think I've got ping set on everything right now. Drawing a card, entering the battlefield, dying.
Coming, going, staying.
Thinking about it.
Thinking about it. Believe it's happened.
I don't know what to do. I will.
You should combo off and then die from all the triggers.
Can I see your graveyard, Nelson?
Yeah, it's a Sir Conrad. Oh, and a Bloodseeker. I was like, yeah, it's Sir Conrad. And a Bloodseeker.
You're going to death swap again, or whatever the fuck that card is.
Living Death.
Living death again, yeah. Can I sacrifice some stuff beforehand?
You can.
Sure can.
Can I have a sacrifice outlet?
That's up to you.
That's an outlet.
Maybe the real sack outlet is the friends we made along the way.
Maybe the real sack outlet's been inside you the whole time.
It feels like it has.
It's just so far up
Oh
there.
god.
Oh, fuck.
What?
No, creature die.
Your Ouija
Teach
board?
Teach had a creature die on Chris's turn on his end step. Oh, not at the beginning though. Wait, how does that work?
What?
At the beginning of each end step, so nothing died on Chris's end step then. At the beginning
Such
of his
disdain.
Because you said
Correct.
on your end
Correct.
step. So
Correct.
we moved to end step, it checks itself, nothing died, you responded.
Correct.
Okay. Alright. Got it.
All right. I am going to Dance of the Dead, your Sir Conrad. I'm going to put it onto the battlefield under my control. Tapped. It has +1/+1. It does not untap during my untap phase. At the beginning of my upkeep, I can pay 1 and a black to untap it. And if the aura goes away, Sir Conrad goes away.
Okay. So when he enters under your control, you will lose a life. You've already lost
17?
life this turn, so Valgavoth does not trigger again.
That is simply going to be my turn.
Okay.
And nothing died on your turn, correct? Nope. You only came back.
Untap.
The very next day.
Upkeep. Draw. I take 1. Bing. Land for the turn. I take another one probably. Okay.
You're all good, boo.
So white, green, blue, black, red, and then 2 for funsies. 2 for funsies. Tiamat.
That's damage.
Yep. It is a 7/7 flying. It has haste because of the orb of dragonkind. I get a dragon.
What's going on here,
Take
Teach? We're so young.
That's another one.
Yeah, I know. I get a token. And then when Tiamat enters the battlefield, if it was cast, it was search my library for up to 5 dragon cards not named Tiamat that each have different names, reveal them, put them in my hand, then shuffle. Miriam's a dragon.
Nelson, even your precons are Nelson decks. What the fuck? Jesus.
Furkrag's a dragon.
I got real excited when I saw this deck.
Rith is a
Also,
dragon.
very surprised at how efficient it is out of the box.
Yeah, that's real good.
It didn't hurt, though, having a land, Soul Ring, Felwar Stone on my opening hand, and then drawing a Talisman on my second.
Ancient Silver Dragon's a dragon.
Those are good. Silver Dragon is a dragon.
Ancient Brass Dragon's a dragon.
Also a dragon.
What the
Remember how Gearhead is Naya good stuff? And Tiamat is just dragon good stuff?
You boys like mythic rare dragons? Well, too bad, because there's like 4 rare ones in here.
Nice. I have a good card in my deck, too.
Okay. Nelson cut.
Only one I found so far.
You go, bud.
Then we will go to combat. This can't attack this turn. Territorial Hellkite will. So it's at random if it didn't attack. Because it has to attack. It attacked. It attacked
Chris
so
last turn.
low,
Yep.
high. It's going to Nelson.
Yep.
How big is your flyer?
5/5.
Okay. I'm going to send Lathless and Tiamat at Tej and the Territorial Hellkite at Nelson.
Power and toughness on that thing?
It is a 6/5.
Okay. I will block it with my commander. It is an 8/8.
Okay.
I will block Tiamat with Akul the Unrepentant.
Pretty
Then-
uncool of you.
I will not block Lathless. Does Tiamat have trample? No.
No, unfortunately, no dragon.
After blocks were declared, I will sacrifice Akul to the Viscera Seer to scry 1.
Okay. In response to that, I'm going to pay 2.
Falcon Wrath Noble sees Viscera Seer die. You take a damage.
Viscera Seer didn't
Or
die.
cool
Akul
die.
Or, sorry, a cool die. Sorry.
Everyone
Tej-
hold their horses.
So in response,
Yes.
I'm going to dragons I control get +1/+1 until the end of the
Yes.
turn. So it's a 7.
Yes.
And it's an 8, but
All right.
and it's a 7. But that doesn't
You
matter.
had a trigger when Akul died.
Correct.
I have a trigger when Akul dies. My trigger resolves first.
Okay.
I have 2 triggers when Akul dies. I get a trigger,
Okay.
and each opponent loses 1 life.
I'm an opponent.
Alright. I had a black creature leave my graveyard to go to the command zone. Each opponent loses 1 life.
Wait, so to go here, it still passes through the graveyard?
That's correct.
Oh,
Yeah, it goes to the graveyard and then zone change. And
what a garbage rule for garbage players.
Alright. Now what happens?
you lose a life. Valgavoth gets a counter. I draw
Territorial
a card.
Hellkite dies.
Territorial
You
Hellkite
lose a
dies.
life.
You lose a life. Valgavoth gets another counter. I draw another card.
How many lives am I losing from
You're losing
Territorial?
another 1 more
Okay.
from this, and you both are going to lose 1 more from the Hellkite.
Yep. Because of Conrad. Yeah.
Am I good? I took 2
Yep.
for the... Okay.
Catching a lot of strays from your guys' shit dying.
Hey, this is Nelson shit.
It is. You shouldn't have it.
Yeah,
Nelson
it should,
worked-
be in my,
he-
it should be in my
Nelson
graveyard.
worked really hard on that deck.
If he didn't want me to have this, he shouldn't have
Mark
put it in
and I
his
talked
precon
for
build.
hours. Mark, Gavin, and I worked for hours on this deck. Days, weeks.
Go ahead, Nelson.
He was just in the wizard's bathroom jerking off and shouting card names. And then someone was like, hey, that would make a deck.
That sounds alright. Alright.
Swamp! Swamp! Swamp!
Shit. Okay, so Schnell's at the beginning of Schnell's end step, so much shit died. Sandsport gets a counter.
Okay.
Then I'll draw a turn.
Ugh, and I'm down to only these 3 dragons.
I'm gonna play
Conrad.
because it's a fucking precon. I'm gonna play the card I hate the most that needs to stop being reprinted. Temple of False God.
Yeah, that one's real bad.
But at least it's late game and it taps for mana now. Let's see here. We are going to.
I've almost come around to putting Temple of False God back in decks.
Yeah. Don't.
Yeah, it's.
I have it intentionally in a couple of decks. Don't listen to them.
I'm
Sometimes it's good to have lands that
Soul
can't
Ring
use
play
mana in the early game.
Rakdos to play Rakdos in it.
I don't think I actually scried after all of that. I did not scry after all of that. You can stay there.
1, 2, 3. Oh wait. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Change my mind.
Sir, how many do-overs are you allowed?
Not even doing it over.
Okay.
Fucking math. 2 red.
I'm committed.
You missed the trigger.
2 red.
Then you went back and did it. And then you went back.
It wasn't a trigger. There was a lot happening.
Okay, 3 colorless and a red. Finally got it. I will be blitzing in Star Athlete. That will trigger Rampaging Ferocidon. I will lose life. So, Star Athlete reads, whenever it attacks, choose up to 1 target non-land permanent. Its controller may sacrifice it. If they don't, Star Athlete deals 5 damage to that player. It's blitzed in, so I have to sacrifice it at the end of my turn, and then I draw a card when it dies.
Okay.
Neat.
Might I suggest the Dance of the Dead?
I was going to say.
Why would you say such a thing?
Unless you want to get rid of the Faded Unraveler, that's also
Might I
kind of a dick
suggest
in my butt
no?
right now. Do you have to resolve this?
It's on attack.
On
is when
attack.
that happens.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
It's
he's
just-
blitzing it in.
Blitz reads at the end of the turn.
Oh, when it attacks. I didn't
Yeah.
catch the attack part.
Yeah.
If you cast a spell for its Blitz cost, it gains haste, and when it
Yeah.
dies, draw a card. Sack it.
I
at
thought
the
it
end of
happened
the
when
next
it came
step.
into play.
No. No.
Not an evoke card. God, that's a completely different mechanic.
Yeah.
All right. Black.
Kicker of the sea. They
Black. Use the talisman to activate the signet. So red, black, black, black. Sorry, red, black, black, black.
Do we need to call a Bondulance? Are you having a strong?
And 2, Massacre Worm. I take a damage. Creatures my opponent's control get -2/-2 until end of turn. Sorry, I assumed that entered the battlefield.
I have a response to that.
Okay.
God, that fucks my whole thing. Guess I'll sack these to gain 5 life.
Players
Okay.
can't get
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
gain life,
Oh,
and
fuck
you
this game.
lose when they die anyway.
Never mind, then I'm not doing it.
All right.
All right.
Any responses?
I have no responses to it being cast.
Okay.
Actually,
No?
I am going to sacrifice. I am going to sacrifice these, and I'm going to give the Fate Unraveler -4, -4.
With what?
Breya.
Breya. Okay. So you lose 2 life. This is the first time this turn you lost life. Valgavoth will gain a counter. I will draw a card.
All right.
You're targeting the. Okay.
Yep.
So this is.
You're each
Got
gonna
4 damage
lose.
on it.
You're each gonna take 2 more damage.
Yep.
All right.
Then now, okay. Now this dies then in response to that. So now we each take 1 more damage because of Conrad.
Yep.
Yep.
If I die to a card I didn't even play, I'm gonna get real sad.
Okay. So Massacre Worm enters the battlefield.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So it's here now.
It triggers.
Yep. -2/-2. All opponent creatures. Anything dies or no?
I have responses.
Yep. Okay.
I'm gonna sacrifice my skeleton.
Okay. So I lose a life, you lose a life. Well, we all lose a life. You also lose a life.
All right. So we're each losing 1 life.
Correct. Now, hold on. This is the first time this turn you have lost a life,
Yeah.
and you have lost a life. So
Just
Valgavoth
got
will
here.
trigger twice, and I will draw 2 cards.
Scry. That can go away.
Next deck's going to be 99 pieces of removal. Jesus.
Now you know why I build stuff like Miglaws and other like
5.
like my Baral deck was just.
No, you get to play Magic once a week, but I'm going to punish you for playing the thing you love to do.
Bring back reassembling skeleton. You each lose 1.
Okay, when it enters, you lose 1
Jesus.
Sure.
from the Ferocidon.
Sacrifice skeleton.
Okay, you lose 1. We
Yep.
each lose 1.
All right, guys, come on. 6 more taps and I get to go home. Let's wrap it up.
Bring back skeleton.
All right, we each lose a life, and you lose a life. Again, do it again. Do it again.
Sure glad I stuck around for this, guys. Massacre Worm each creature or each creature your opponents control?
Oh shit, whenever a creature an opponent control dies, that player loses 2 life. You sacrifice a creature twice.
Yeah.
So you lose 4 life.
Oh no!
Yeah, you lose 4 more life. I totally forgot.
I was looking at the -2/-2.
Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, that player loses 2 life. Yeah. Chris got rid of his before it was on the board.
Yeah, that's why he sacrificed it before
wait.
resolution.
Yeah.
What's the -2/-2?
When it enters, creatures your opponents control get -2/-2 until end of turn.
So it is just opponents.
It is just opponents. All of Massacre Worm is opponents.
I forgot about that last one. I would have done this shit before it entered.
Yeah, me too. So you lose 4 life.
Okay.
Keep sacrificing shit.
Yeah, fucking A.
No.
Yes.
Fuck, but everything's gonna die and I'm gonna take... Not everything. I'm just gonna take 4 more.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not doing shit anymore. Now I'm mad. Okay, so Massacre Worm, the trigger resolves. Everything gets -2/-2.
Yeah. Okay. This is interesting.
Okay.
So
I'm having 2 more creatures die.
So you take 4.
Take 4.
And then another 1 per creature.
Down to 2.
Nelson tries to gain, but don't.
You
Yep, I don't gain none.
each take 2.
Yep.
I get 2 triggers.
If I did this math
Those are
right,
real funny triggers.
if I did this math right, this draw just was fucking stupid.
Feels like
okay, so Seance board for a red. Blasphemous act, killing the rest of you when everything dies.
From what?
Massacre Worm, dealing 2 damage anytime a creature an opponent controls dies, plus Falconwrath Noble being able to deal 1 damage. Yeah. Well, no. Falconwrath Noble, I have to choose for each one that dies. But Massacre Worm, so Chris would lose 2.
So you could make it 3 per creature.
Right, I could make it 3 per creature. So I could take out Chris. When yours dies, Massacre Worm and Falconwrath Noble would take you.
I'll pay 2 energy to prevent damage from Massacre Worm.
Okay. So then I can choose the other ones to still get... Oh, you might want to prevent this then, too. Because I can still target you.
Yeah.
When other creatures die, I can throw 1 at you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Teach, get him. Now do all your tricks.
I can't. Cannot.
You built that fucking deck. Goddamn lie.
No, I got no responses.
Okay.
Save me now.
I'm out.
Alright.
Assuming. So I'm taking 2/4/6.
Yep.
And I have 3 creatures dying with a Falconwrath Noble that you can target, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Blasphemous Act resolves 13 damage to everything. Right?
Yes.
Each
Okay.
creature.
Let's clear the boards first.
No. Let's count.
Yeah.
I need to know. So 3...
Yep.
You had 3 die,
I had
right?
3 die.
So that's 6 to you, plus another potential 3.
Yeah, so there's...
The math matters because of the different...
Because he can divvy these out wherever
this
he
I
wants.
can pick and choose where I want to send it to for each one. Thank you.
Yes, but we also have more death triggers going
With
on.
Sir Conrad.
Correct. No, I understand that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take damage here too. I get that.
Which
So are you
is
gonna
why
take more
how many
to prevent Sir Conrad
creatures
damage?
are dying?
I don't know yet.
I have 3 creatures that will be dying.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh.
Yeah, 10.
He doesn't count himself.
Oh yeah,
So 9. How many
9.
creatures do you have dying?
10. He has 1.
That's the only creature you have?
Yes, he has 1 creature.
Is Valgavoth also going to die here?
Yes.
Do I have to have my commander touch the graveyard?
Then I'll...
Wait, hold on. 13
Yes.
damage.
Yeah.
4,
Yeah, it's 13 dice.
6, and 9. Yeah, 13 exactly. Yeah.
Then yes, I will also pay 2 to prevent the Sir Conrad.
So you have 1. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Preventing
5.
damage.
From a source.
How,
Yeah.
what?
He paid energy.
Prevent
to
all damage that would be dealt
consulate
to
surveillance.
You this
Yeah.
turn by a
Got it,
source of your
got it,
choice. In
yeah.
fact, I should have done that before instead of having poopy pants and taking probably 6 from Sir Conrad. I didn't need to. But whatever.
Okay, so
Yeah, but
10.
you at least had enough though this turn to prevent everything.
Yes.
So you're each taking, except Chris,
Yeah, taking 10 from Conrad.
But I only have 2.
from Conrad. Yes, okay. Alright. So I got Nelson down to 9.
You guys didn't know this, but I also had Kaiga the Tide Star in my hand.
So I would go down to 9. Schnell, I wouldn't even have to point Falcon Wrath damage at you.
You shush.
So then Tej, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at you from the Falcon Wrath Noble. I still can't gain life though.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. I do draw a card though. Star Athlete still
Yeah.
says when it dies, draw a card. So I'll draw a card off the Star Athlete.
And then all your creatures die.
All of my creatures die.
And then somehow Chris wins.
That would be
That
awesome.
would be awesome. I don't know.
Nelson done?
On my beginning of my end step, Sandspore gets another counter because
He's got a mitt full of
shitload of
cards
stuff,
over there.
shitload of stuff died.
I don't
Damn.
think he put everything in his graveyard that he should have. Oh, there it is. Blasphemous Act.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, because I'm like...
I don't know why I had that set down there.
Yeah.
How many lands do you have?
Don't look at me, I'm out of this
1,
game.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Grabbing 3 more basics.
Cool.
Deck thinning. Sure.
Oh, you were. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, I put you on the bottom, that's right. I know what you are. You.
Cut.
Let him help me.
Here we go. Oh, that would have been cool a while ago.
Nope, I only have 3
Island.
Legend Dragons in this deck. I'm a failure.
No, wait. Don't want to play on here, do I?
I'm just poor.
I want to
That's...
play Swamp. Six? Is that what I want to do? Sure. Pay 6. I'll cast Marionette Master and pass.
Counters on it or servos?
Counters.
Alright.
Pass turn.
Can I read Marionette Master again one more time?
Yes.
I just forget what exactly it does.
When an artifact goes into my graveyard, it
It
deals
deals damage.
equal to its power.
Okay. Thank you.
Or no, a target opponent loses life. It's not damage.
Yeah. Life loss.
Do you still have that thing that lets you stop? Or do you have energy?
I have it out, but I do not have energy currently.
Okay.
Is it an artifact creature or no?
It is not. It's a human artificer.
Land for turn will be a swamp.
You gonna go for its throat?
I was hoping he just had a disenchant. Something dumb.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to attempt to one of my favorite new cards, Suspended Sentence, even though I won't be suspending it. Destroy target creature an opponent controls. That player loses 3 life. Exiles Suspended Sentence with 3 time counters on it.
Really? Oh, that's stupid. Sure, you got it. Good game. Ridiculous.
So all comments about bringing a butter knife to like a whatever fight, cowboy fucking dragon fight, I take all of that back. This is hands down the most efficient precon I've ever seen run. I liked it a lot. I thought it could do cool stuff. Now, I'm also not going to draw, like the sequence I drew things in and the fact that my opponents couldn't interact with a ton of stuff helped me out. Tej taking over Sir Conrad was smart. Painful, but luckily at that point I still had enough advantage based on life totals that as much as it was hurting me, it was hurting everybody the same and whittling them down. And because nobody could gain life, I was able to keep that advantage I had gained on life total pretty much static throughout. So the living death painful, but it did get me the Fate Unraveler back, which was good. I know Tej didn't really want to use it necessarily in that situation, but it made sense because it got rid of some of the engine that I had on board, while also basically completely restoring the engine Tej had with the Viscera Seer, the reassembling skeleton, and I think there might have been one other piece that I can't remember right now that he brought back with that. But I gotta say, out of the box, this thing fucking slapped. So much so that I drew Temple of the False God like 10 turns into the game, and it came down and actually tapped for mana. I hate that card. I have vociferously talked about how much I hate that card on our podcast, in our games. That card sucks. Don't put it in decks. Don't listen to Tej. Don't put it in decks. Take it out, cut it, put better lands in. I just got lucky that it was basically a Soul Ring when I played it. A free Soul Ring, I guess, when I played it. Valgavoth itself, I really liked the design of the card. I thought it was funny that I don't even know at this point, 6 months, 8 months, maybe even longer than that ago, I built Obnixilis as my tribute deck to Chris because I really liked his Rakdos Torwalkie the Younger deck. I liked how it flung around 1 point of damage. I liked that in doing so, I could get value from my commander by him being on the board when damage was being dealt to people. I loved that I had a reason to run Pestilence and Pyrohemia and other just goofy little effects that maybe outside of Vati Ildal you're not necessarily running in your commander pod. So when I saw this deck get spoiled, I was really excited because I was like, oh my god, there are pieces of this that will mesh very well into the build that I have for Obnixilis, or vice versa, right? Like I could use Valgavoth as the commander, Obnixilis can go in the 99, there's some other things I could do, again, Pyrohemia and Pestilence in ways that I can trigger damage on my opponent's turns, making sure that I'm getting counters on Valgavoth, making sure that I can draw cards. One thing that I did like is that, power creep is real, right? Valgavoth is very powerful. Sure, early game, people can pay 2 life to get around his ward cost and target him, get rid of him, whatever. But he's only a 4 CMC commander. He's not as stupidly broken as Sithis, where I only have to pay a green and a white, and then I'm gaining life and drawing a card on every enchantment, and I can just replay, because ramping in green-white is not difficult. So he's not that good because he's a red, black, and 2, but it's pretty fucking close in Commander where you can generate pretty fast or efficient mana. My expectations were blown away. I think Chris mentioned it. Everybody else probably did too. I haven't seen a Commander deck run this efficient out of the box before. Again, I understand that drawing, I think I had 2 or 3 lands in my opening hand with a Soul Ring, with the Talisman, and then getting the there was a different mana rock, I can't remember which one it was, that I drew the next turn, and then later I had the Seance board. Like, it was pretty bonkers drawing into that many mana rocks. However, there are a lot in the deck itself, and again, this was completely untouched, unmodified. I had a blast with it. There are tweaks that need to be made. Temple of the False God's got to go, but I'm interested to see the ways that this deck could be made a little bit tighter. It'll be fun to kind of experiment with, but holy shit, out of the box, that thing was an absolute menace, and it was a ton of fun. I did not know what to expect, given the decks that I played against this evening. Tej said, when he introed his deck, that, hey, this deck has a lot of different combo lines, and it's not necessarily the most powerful deck, but it's extremely efficient, and if it can assemble the correct combo line or lines, it's extremely difficult to deal with if you can't interact with those combos when they're going off. I was afraid about that because, again, this is a pre-con. There's not a lot of instant speed interaction. I got really lucky to draw the Blasphemous Act off of a Valgavoth trigger while the board was pretty full, and I had the Rampaging Ferocidons plus the, not the Blood Artist, but the other Falconwrath Noble, where I was getting triggers off of creatures dying. Schnell's deck, Tiamat, it's mythic dragons. I think you said, although I do, one caveat, I think you said there are 4 rare dragons in it, so it's not all mythic dragons, but it is insane. We've seen it just completely pop off. Tiamat is just a busted card to begin with, and we've seen what the deck can do on previous episodes. And I really didn't know, what to expect. The Breya deck is sure can kind of be a glass cannon, but I was afraid of especially early game, when Chris played the consulate, whatchamacallit, that allowed him to spend energy to just completely shut down sources that would deal damage. I mean, that's what this Valgavoth deck completely runs on, is specific sources dealing specific damage at specific times. And the fact that Chris had so much energy, he could just say, nope. That sucked. Luckily, with the Sir Conrad triggers that Tej was getting from having removed him from my graveyard, it made Chris spend extra energy, and at the end, he just didn't have the energy counters to be able to deal with the cool new board wipe that I played. One of my favorite cards, actually, that was printed in this deck. Suspended Sentence is fucking sweet. If you haven't looked at it, look at it. It just keeps returning itself. It keeps suspending itself with time counters, and it just loops and it loops and it loops, and it lets you deal damage, which is great. And it's a really neat card. There are a few other cards in the deck that I didn't get to play that I really like. Sadistic Shell Game is another really cool one-sided mini board wipe, if you will, where everybody's choosing creatures that you don't control but they don't want on the board anymore, and then they're getting destroyed. So that's really cool. It's just the Valgavoth deck is really cool. This was a great game. If you saw the last game we played where I ran Shelob, things did not go well for a hero. This time it was a precon and it just ran wild. It was insane. I had a lot of fun with it. Looking forward to making a few slight tweaks and bringing it back to see what it does the next time around, when it probably doesn't draw every efficiency that it can find right off the top of my deck.
This was the sophomore effort for my Artificer deck, and I knew when I left home with it that it was not a finished product. I was trying to serve too many masters with this deck list. And I'd have to narrow it down at some point. I would have to gear more into the tribal aspect of the Artificers, or lean more into the energy. And after this second game, I still am undecided. The energy aspect is the only part that allowed me to stay in the game. But towards the end, the Artificers were going to be my win con. So I have to really comb through this deck list and make some choices to it. Very light in the removal. I think the only removal I really saw was activated ability on Breya, my commander, the whole game, and that's just not going to get it done. There was a very serious time crunch to this game too. Literally every game action was causing damage. Draw a card, you take damage. Creatures dying, you take damage. Other people's creatures dying, you take damage. And then another ability on Breya is to sack a couple artifacts to gain 5 life. Nope, not even able to do that. Literally just getting punished for sitting at the table. It was just brutal. It was a relatively fast game. For that reason, just damage was flying around everywhere. We didn't get to see too much of what Akul was able to do. There was the beginnings of some really cool loops, but it was not profitable to do so with the damage dealers that were on the table. Schnell's Dragons were disgusting. Those are just giant chunks of damage that put everybody within reach of the precon's damage. It was just a rough game all the way around. That precon was gross. Nelson doesn't know it, but it's already in Schnell's fire pit. This was a rough game. And I think my key takeaway from it is maybe don't always have to play nice. Maybe don't always gotta play nice. And that I really have to address some of the deck building issues I have with this Breya list.